Risha and her family are from Nepal, and Risha honestly has had a pretty tough life. Her husband was a very strong alcoholic, and this is for the long term in their family. And you can imagine all the family pain that causes, the trauma, the emotional trauma, etc. And to the point, it got so bad that their daughter committed suicide. You can imagine where that left Risha. Absolutely devastated. I can't imagine. And you can imagine the place she's in. So there's where her husband, where her marriage was at, and then her daughter, the treasure of her life, gone. And she was just absolutely hopeless. But then someone in her neighborhood started sharing the gospel with her and inviting her to church. And she goes to church, and something happens. She wanders into this world that she has never been in before. And she's sensing these things. There's peace here, and there's light, and there's joy. And this is a woman who has wandered in the desert and somehow stumbled to the oasis. Somebody led her to the oasis, and she got a taste of water. And she said, my gosh, this is good. And she started going back and back. And she eventually comes to Christ. She gives her life to Christ. But guess what happens then? Her husband gets violent, and he's beating her continually and saying, I'm going to divorce you. So again, this is just so often. What did Jesus say would happen? That he was a dividing force. The gospel is revolutionary, and there it is, right? And the alcoholism has gone on for, I think, 2 decades maybe. And it's taken its toll on his body, and his body crashes. The Lord kind of gets involved, and his body crashes, and he ends up in the hospital. The church, though, starts visiting him in the hospital. The church is visiting with her and loving on her and supporting her and caring for her. And then she gives her life to Christ. She says, this is the answer. She's already sensed it, but she says, that's the answer. Now, unfortunately, the damage was done with her husband's body. He survived, he got out of the hospital, but there was nothing left, and he can't even work. And so, oh my gosh, this woman's life, think about this, the trauma and this and that, but then she finds life and yet more hardship. Well, that's where we got involved. She had paid the price for her faith. Her husband tried to beat her back out of the faith, and she stood firm, and so we said, you know what, we're going to get involved. And we bought her a rickshaw, which is just like a little motorcycle taxi. It's a big thing in Nepal. But it was a strange thing because, most people, they don't have women drivers. So people would get on with her, or they'd even avoid it because they're like, this is weird. I don't want to ride with a woman driver. But over time, they got used to it. And now her little business is thriving, and she is caring for her family, and she's got a new life, and she's so thankful. Thank you for partnering. We do this together. The restorative work of God. We'll see you later.